Hello again. In this presentation, we'll explain how you can create an instrument that will allow you to organize, monitor, and evaluate your self-developmental activities, or in other words, how to build a skill builder. To begin, let's recall that in Course 1, we asked you to create a skills portfolio that included skills typically required by employers in the area of your interest. We also asked you to focus on transferable or portable skills that are not job-specific and can be used across various positions. The same process can be used to further specify your skills portfolio and include vocational skills and personal abilities. To evaluate the current market value of your skills portfolio, you'll need to come up with a kind of measurement. Don't you think that it would be great if you could objectively assess the value of each skill in the portfolio as a whole? This way you would know for certain what your net skills worth is, what you can do with it, and what you can do about growing it. But the problem is that there is no such device or methodology that would allow you to measure your skills the same way you can evaluate your current level of knowledge of a discipline. Of course, there are standardized and pretty accurate tests to evaluate the level of someone's knowledge acquisition in certain fields. There are also ways to evaluate competencies in performing operations in most occupations. But test results do not directly translate into performance on the job. That's why employers still need to figure out how someone can integrate book knowledge, various past experiences, and certifications with soft skills and abilities, and then use all of it for solving problems in a specific setting. In Course 1, we examined how employers conduct competitive, skill-based selection. Remarkably, if they do it consistently, they are able to come up with a single score for each candidate, representing the candidate's perceived ability to perform on the job. Now, here's something to think about. If you could mimic a competitive selection process in your career development lab, you'd be able to come up with realistic measurements, conduct meaningful benchmarking, reveal your true strengths and weaknesses in relation to the desired job, and obtain a realistic estimate of your likely total score in the competition. So, if you could do all of the above, you'd be able to create a skill builder that could be presented as a chart. On the chart, you could plot relevant benchmarks and your current competency levels as assessed by yourself, your peers, and expert evaluators. Then you would know where you are in comparison with the benchmarks. Also, you would know what your combined score would be. If your assumption about the position and its requirements are accurate and your self-assessment is realistic, the combined score may be considered a good estimate of the present job market value of your skills portfolio in relation to the desired position. Armed with a skill builder, you will be better positioned to find your true strengths and areas for improvement for particular jobs. You will know where you should start improving. And you will be able to objectively evaluate your chances in the area of your interest. But there are also some questions that need to be answered. First, you will need to learn how to find benchmarks in the area of your interest. Then, you will need to master an objective and thorough assessment. After that, you will need to learn how to assess your own competency. Finally, you'll have to figure out what you can do with the results. We'll address all of these matters during weeks 2, 3, and 4. By the end of the course, you should be sufficiently equipped to organize, monitor, and evaluate your career-building activities and job-seeking endeavors in various settings. Enjoy the course.